Craig. Tough security, Craig. Thank you for joining us there, Craig. Welcome back to the Believe Me or Not podcast, where we talk about nothing that is important. However, there has been some cool things have happened over the past couple weeks, so we'll break it down in your ass. I could not do the episode last night. I was just way too tired. Things happened. Owning a home is bullshit. Don't ever do that in your life. Always rent. I don't care. Either way, your money is being lost. Just, have people come and fix it. It's much better. Anyways, we're not going to talk about the world, the economy. Although, by the way, Blackhammer, you're not getting a PC anytime soon. I don't know if you saw the news, but apparently AI is farming or digital farming something with RAM, and it's becoming super expensive, which means computers are going to become even more expensive than what they are right now. So good luck.
Finally, house.
Hell yeah, that second, third mortgage.
Yeah. It's good for my business.
True. But yeah. But over the past couple weeks since our last episode, which we did the Blackhammer edition of what he be identified as. No, the games that would help you identify Blackhammer. Basically, I've been playing Digimon. I need to play more of it, but unfortunately enough, we've been playing Black Ops 7, Call of Duty. And I don't know why. I was not stoked for Black Ops 6 when it came out. But since I've had a big break from Call of Duty, because I haven't played, at least me, I haven't played Warzone except for that one time in a month, and it has been glorious for my mental health. So, the new Call of Duty, we played Red Sec for Battlefield 6, and it was fun. They have a lot to do, I think, for it to really compete with Warzone. I'm not saying Warzone's light years ahead of them, but, it's been established for 6 years almost. And I think they've already done some updates for Red Sec. We just haven't revisited it. But it kind of fell off as soon as Black Ops 7 came out, and been trying to level guns, playing the zombies. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat the Easter egg in zombies before they nerfed the boss. I've heard it's just stupid easy now, which is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time I understand. Because, you have to cater to everyone to an extent. You can't cater to the hardcore. But some of the nerf that they did to the boss sound kind of dumb. So,
but in the case, no, it was pretty damn hard.
Yeah, but
it was.
We only got to it one time.
Yeah, but and it was like we became handicapped. But we're not even hardcore gamers, Charlie. But we got hit on after we got to half health.
Yeah, but we weren't set up, and when you go into a zombies boss fight, for the most part, you have to be set up correctly. And
set up we've ever been in a zombie boss fight.
I didn't have the right gobblegums at all. That's one of the biggest things. And I don't know about you. I know you played a little bit more Black Ops 6 zombies than I did. I don't have any of my augments searched, any of my the gun things that you can do, like napalm. I don't have that researched. And so that makes it a lot easier. Not a lot. I would say a decent amount of easier if you have all that set up. And I have nothing. So it's basically, I go in there with the guns that I was trying to level, and, we try. So, I still want to beat it before the new one comes out. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but the newest season 1 comes out next week, next Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's one main mission map.
Survival.
Yeah, 2 of them will be just from this first map, but in survival mode that you can use. So,
yeah, but I enjoy the survival map.
Well, yeah, it's easy as shit to level guns. I think it's the best way to level guns unless you're going for camos in multiplayer. And plus, it's just fun. I know to not get shit on in multiplayer over and over and over. I know it's pretty hard when you turn on the that one mode, but it's still pretty fun, pretty hectic, especially on a small map time. But yeah, overall, I mean, I'm having fun with Black Ops. It's still weird what they're doing, and it's. I think Activision and Microsoft are finally seeing that Call of Duty is not on top of, it's not king anymore. And they've seen it through sales now, apparently. It's some of the lowest sales that they've had. Some of GameStops didn't even apparently do midnight releases, and even if they did for Black Ops 7, not a lot of people showed. I don't know if you remember the one that we went to in college. I think it was Black Ops.
That's Black Ops 3, bro.
3? That was a dope ass midnight release.
Yeah.
So, but I know we in this gaming area, it's a lot different how we get games because mostly digital and they want to have it right then and there. So midnight releases aren't as cool or whatever. But still, for a Call of Duty to not have a midnight release like a big one, it's something's changing. So maybe they'll finally take it hard and like really change some shit and not take months and years to do it. Warzone still makes them a shitload of money. Multiplayer, it's that I don't know.
They change, bro. To the open world type of thing.
Well, Zombies has become so watered down at this point because it was only Treyarch that did Zombies after World War. I don't think they do World. I don't remember. It was basically had to wait every 3 years for a new Zombies experience, and then every studio started doing Zombies, and it just became so watered down. Yes, they were trying their version with Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer, and that's cool, but it doesn't mean anything anymore for Zombies. Like if it's just not the same. So I think they're trying to go back to it, but they still have some of the things just don't flow right for whatever reason, in my opinion at least.
Well, your story mode is your story's getting thrown out. I think it's time to shut down the timeline. Find something. There ain't but so much you can do. Like, you got what? 10, 11 Fast and Furious.
I mean,
probably so many cars you can blow up.
Bro.
They went to space last movie. I mean, where are they going to go to hell next one? There's only so much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they tried.
Started it.
They tried to do a different story, different characters. Well, Black Ops 6.
Yeah, tried to do the alien thing, didn't they?
Well, no,
that was Infinity War. No? What was that?
Infinity War tried the extinction thing, yeah. But that wasn't necessarily zombies.
Yeah, but that was their version of zombies whoever made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it started to become watered down because everyone was trying it.
And it wasn't bad, they just didn't do a lot with
it. Yeah, so. But yeah, looking forward to maybe the next one. I think they in that trailer for the season 1, they didn't show anything about Warzone, like the new Avalon map, the blackout-ish map. I think for Season 1, the new Resurgence map is coming. So I think that's all we're getting.
Blackout map don't come until debut.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate because
at the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, I just hope they can, because that's the reason they release Call of Duty in the holiday season is for people to pick it up. And as it's going, it's not going to be a good holiday season for them. I think they should shadow drop Avalon right before Christmas or something to get people back in.
When people calculate sales also contributing to your Microsoft Pass, your Xbox Pass.
I don't think that calculates it because they finally came out and said that, and that was one of the reasons that they increased. I mean, they don't want to admit it, but that's one of the reasons that Game Pass went up is because the sales were so low for Call of Duty when they put it on here. So they have to increase it to, you go from a $70 game. I know it's $70, but it would take essentially almost 4 months of somebody doing Game Pass to get that with the original of I think it was technically $20 or something.
Yeah.
Now it's nearly $30. So it'll take them, almost 3 months to do that, and they'll recover it. But they don't get that instant money essentially if people just buy the game. So, I mean, I think Call of Duty works perfect for Game Pass because let's be honest, with the amount of content that they put out, I don't want to play Call of Duty every single day of the year because I can't do that. I've done for one game in my life and being WoW for years, and I can't do that even to this day. And if it was on Game Pass, I still wouldn't do it. So,
I feel like we played that game every day for 6 years.
I'm talking about every single day.
When they first came out, yeah.
Warzone, yes, I definitely played it probably every single night for at least the first year and a half. But after that, once the third map or whatever, you went to the jungle and stuff, it hit hard. It fell off quickly.
It was a terrible map.
Everyone since Verdansk has been terrible in my opinion. And Verdansk none of them has ever been technically updated with any POIs, which is stupid in my opinion. You're a $77 billion company, put a tree somewhere on your effing map, and it will count as another POI. It is not hard. You have hundreds, if not thousands, of employees at your hand and ready to go. You're owned by a company that is worth $1 billion in Microsoft. Put a couple trees in your map and say, hey, look, guys, we put something in this map. It can't be that hard, brother. It really can't. We're not here to talk about shit-ass Call of Duty. I'm having fun for what it is right now. We'll see. The two things I wanted to talk about, I put them in the topics thing if you want to even look at it, whatever. Or did I? I don't think I did.
So, yeah,
hold on.
You seen it. Game of the year. And
did I put it in general or what did I put it in the podcast? I don't know. So, first thing we'll talk about is the Xbox preview that was shown on November 20th. So last Thursday. It was a shorter show for them because there's not a lot left to show in the year. I'm sure everything will be shown at Game Awards. But just go through this. Did you watch this at all? I imagine not.
I did not.
That's
Didn't know. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't watch
So the first game we got is Armatus. I don't know exactly how to say it, but it's made by the people who made Godfall. Kiwi and I played the crap out of this because it's the same company that makes Borderlands, and they tried to do it in Godfall where it was swords essentially. But Armatus, I think I don't know, I could be saying it wrong. It's made by the people who made Godfall, and this looks like Godfall with a mix of Destiny, and it has guns. So
that.
could be cool. It's a roguelite shooter. It looks cool. I don't know how long it'll last. Hopefully they put in a little more love than they did Godfall. I liked Godfall. It just had an end, a very quick end. So next we got Mount Omen of Cthulhu. This one looks interesting. It's like it says expect to fight off mind-bending nightmares with your friends. It's a co-op survival horror game. I think you are, I guess, in like the 1700s or something. You're on a freaking rowboat, and you go to different islands, and there's weird ass shit happening. But I think from one of the previews that I watched, you can kind of confuse your teammates and make them see different types of shit, and they'll actually attack you. So, could be cool. Could be a co-op if it's crossplay to watch for us to play.
Says
Next up, we got Dave the
Diver.
Dave the Diver's finally apparently coming to Xbox.
I don't know what that is.
It's this weird ass game. I think you're a literal diver that goes under the ocean. But I love it. Next up, we got Crowsworn. It is a Hollow Knight inspired Metroidvania game. It's pretty like Hollow Knight. Could be the next one. I highly doubt it'll live up to like the level of Hollow Knight or even Silksong, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of these type of games with after the success of Silksong. I plan on playing Silksong eventually. I just don't know when I'll get to it because Hollow Knight was fun. It wasn't too hard, but Silksong apparently is on a different level. Next up, we got Echo Generation 2. It's Coco Cucumber is revisiting the 80s inspired universe of Echo Generation for a sequel. So this gives like Terminator vibes. Oh.
Yeah, it says inspired more by the X-Files and Blade Runner.
Oh. That could be cool.
Probably.
Next up, we got Vampire Crawlers. It's a sequel to Vampire Survivors. I think you have to use cards in this one. It's a deck builder. It's a roguelike deck builder. And if I played the only game I've ever played with cards is the stupid ass Kingdom Hearts game, Recoded or whatever, was bullshit. One of the dumbest mechanics I've ever seen in my life. How I made it through that game. So I would not be playing this game. I didn't play Vampire Survivors anyways. It looked neat, but it's nothing I would ever play. Next up we got 007 First Light. I don't know. Nothing will ever beat GoldenEye on the
Yeah, golden.
Nintendo 64. So I don't know why you would even try to make a Bond game. They can't be fun. I think literally the only thing that they show off in this, they apparently got the license to show the newest Aston Martin. I mean, yeah, Aston Martins are obviously a staple in the
Super cheap.
Bond. Super cheap. Buy a couple of them in this economy. Probably gonna be skipping this. I could care less about the Bond series for as a whole. They're the exact same movie every single time. But family. Next up, roadside research.
Where we got
It lets friends group up as a gas station aliens.
Got to do it, bro.
Oh, it's people who made Lethal Company and Peak. So it'll be cool. I just don't know if it'd be cross platform. Project comes to PC and Xbox platforms. So maybe it will be then. We'll see. Next up, we got Total Chaos. Chaos.
I can tell already.
Yeah, I think Shadow dropped it. They Shadow dropped it. What the freak is this?
Total Chaos. So, single player though.
Oh. R.I.P.
Interesting. Reminds me of Dead by Daylight.
Maybe.
You play him like a very Evil Within. That's what it's called.
No.
That's a good game. That's great.
And then next up, we got this one we absolutely will be playing. It's unfortunate that Little Nightmares 3 we can't do cross. However, I do think Reanimal you can. So, I hope maybe it'll be better than Split Fiction. I'm curious to see how they.
Oh my god, that was a good game.
It was an awesome game. I'm just still questioning how they show, because if you ever play It Takes Two, I think you'll like that version of how they show the two people, because you don't see what the other person's doing. That's what makes it a little bit more. You have to communicate with them. Like you can kind of watch them in your own camera, but you can't see like in Split Fiction what they're exactly doing. I know that messed you up, and it messed me up too. It was weird, so I'm curious to see how they do Reanimal. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Next up, we got Erosion. Erosion. This one looks weird. It's freaking blocks, shooting blocks, and it's a Western roguelite. I mean, highly doubt I play that one. You gonna play that one?
Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, 100% in block version.
Minecraft.
Good lord. Next up we got Clover Pit. I guess what the freak is this? Like a 90s game? Slot machine?
From hell.
Oh. Sounds like life. Then we got Eminem versus Slim Shady in the Hitman World of Assassination.
What?
I don't know. There's something behind this where I guess Eminem's latest album talks about him killing Slim Shady or something. So they put it into Hitman. I never really played or cared for the Hitman series. Seems cool, but it also gives me Bond vibes where they're the exact same every single game. Next we got Zoo Punk. This looks cool as shit. You're a rabbit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play that. Next up, this is the game I can't wait for next year. Besides dumbass GTA 6, if it ever comes out. Tides of Annihilation. It's basically Final Fantasy 16, but you're playing as a chick, and the chick is voiced by Jennifer English, who voiced Mael in Expedition 33, so that is a W. The boss fight that they show off in this one is dope as shit. So I can't wait to play this game, depending on when it comes out. And then the last one that they ended on, which I think some people were questioning, is Raji Kaliyuga. I don't know. I have no clue. Apparently it's a sequel. So I don't even know that one. But I think it's like Hindu mythology, because there's like bat-headed enemies on 4 legs running around. So
apparently the reason was maybe
could be cool for some people. Should have kept, or should have did Tides of Annihilation in the show. But yeah, that was the Xbox preview show. What do you think? Any cool games?
I mean, I like the one Split Fiction. I like games like that. Never really caught mine, obviously. I mean, I like to. My dad ever come out with the new Arc 2, it's been supposed to be coming out past 3, 4.
So we're gonna come out, bro. Give it up.
It's probably
And then we got Game Awards. They came out with their nominees. There is some controversy, but we out here. I will go by category, and I'll tell you what I voted for. Blackhammer, if you would like to vote, you go vote. You probably played literally 0 of these games, but it's okay. We're going to start with Best Game Direction, and I'll give you the description of what they say is what each category is. Best Game Direction is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Nominees being Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. I have only played 2 of these games. However, I voted for Claire Obscure because it's amazing. Everyone should play it. Split Fiction is wonderful. However, I think it is probably not the worst game, but in this category, it is the least of all these, because the rest of them are just superb from what I've heard and seen. And it's unfortunate because I think Split Fiction is wonderful. I think it's better in ways than It Takes Two. In some ways, not. I think most people were turned off by it because of the story and not connecting as much. So, next category, we got Best Narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. I'm not sure why Silent Hill is on here as a narrative, because it's just not a weird town. Well, I could be wrong about that.
Apparently, the new ones, the new stuff's coming out. It's supposed to be pretty good. Like even the new movie, the new concept they got is supposed to be pretty decent.
I mean, yeah, it's wonderful, but it's about being in a weird ass town and getting lost. So
The cursed town.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I've heard a lot of people really like. If you're into that, I think the combat is what turns people off because it's not very in depth because you just have a sword, and shield and maybe a crossbow. So obviously, I chose Clear Obscure. Uh, so just yeah. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Yeah, Clear Obscure. Death Stranding 2 goes to Yote. Hades 2 is song. This one is a very hard one. I think Clear Obscure is beautiful. However, most of its dungeons are the same if you really look into it, so that's why I did not vote for that one. And the rest of them I haven't played, but I've saw them enough. I voted for Hades 2 because it looks dope as shit. Silk Song probably second. I guess I don't necessarily care for samurai type games. The only one being is Sekiro. But I have heard Ghost of Yote looks amazing. Death Stranding 2 would never win anything, in my opinion, because I knew Norman Reedus plays the character, but this game is just weird as shit, and I'll never understand it. So, Hades 2. Shout out to Norman Reedus. You're a wonderful character, actor. But it's time to move on from the Walking Dead series, bro. Best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. We got Silk Song, or I guess it lists the artist, but Christopher Larkin from Silk Song, Darren Korb from Hades 2, Lauren Testard for Clear Obscure, Toma Ottawa, Yote, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding. Hands down, Clear Obscure. I randomly turn on my PS5 and listen to the soundtrack. It's absolutely amazing. Don't even need to talk about it. Best audio design. Thank God Call of Duty's not on here.
First off, Battlefield's on the bitch. It's worse than Call of Duty.
I don't know. I've heard you say a lot that you can't hear people, and this game's audio sucks ass.
Yeah, but the thing is that Call of Duty's been out for 6 years. Warzone. Compared to this game that's supposed to come in and be blow Call of Duty out the water. Blow it out the water. Bro, you can't hear people, and there's no like perks or anything to help you in that game. So at least in Call of Duty, you do have some type of perk that keeps you from being perked. Where in this, there's not perks. So therefore, you should be able to hear somebody who's literally in your butthole about to blow you out.
That's very descriptive. I mean, I agree
You
that
can hear the
maybe
wind.
Battlefield
You can
shouldn't
hear
be.
you hear the wind more than you hear a person. Granted, like I ain't gonna say the sounds are great. The shooting, the bombs and stuff. Granted, you don't hear airstrikes or on the other side of the fucking map while you're shooting somebody. Call of Duty, which is the most ignorant shit ever. But you also don't hear anything besides environment.
Yeah, it is pretty stupid that you hear your character, your soldier run in Battlefield. I thought that was quite annoying.
They're having a fucking heat stroke running because they're living in the basement of their moms while they're running.
I agree. No Call of Duty or Battlefield or any shooter should honestly ever be on this category because whoever, if they ever win, they're lying. Because if you've played
Fortnite, I can say I feel like it's from my
I think I've ever
years. I played in probably 2 years, 3 years. But sound wise, it was always is very well accurate, very well distinguished. Obviously, the audio, the music, and the dances, it's like that's cool to me. I like music. Yeah, it has under laid back music and stuff. But I feel like you could hear the feet, you could hear somebody building from fucking 50 yards away, you could hear somebody fucking build a wall because of the sound. Like Call of Duty, stuff like that. You can't hear 5 feet away.
True.
But see, Call of Duty used to always be like that. What changed?
Money.
What code? What code is in there? Like, yeah, fuck it, we don't need that.
Don't need it. Yeah, Claire Obscure won this for me. So, yeah, moving on. Best performance. This is one of the hardest categories to vote for if you play these games. 3 of them are from Claire Obscure, and they're all 3 phenomenal. Ben Starr, who plays Verso, or voices Verso. Charlie Cox, literally Daredevil, voices Gustav. You got, and then Jennifer English, who voices Mario. The other 3 people, they apparently did phenomenal work, but we're going to exclude them because they're not going to win. You got Erica, I think Ishii from Yote, Konatsu, Kato, Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones. I don't give a shit about Indiana Jones. Here's the thing. If you played the game, spoilers, you know what happens to one of these characters. So the amount that character got to do is not as much compared to the other 2. However, what they did was very impactful and was awesome. So I'm not going to say who I voted for because it is spoilers, technically. And the game came out this year. So I don't think they're going to win. I think the other person, the other character, is going. I know it's kind of stupid because there's still 2. The other main character in Claire Obscure is going to probably win this one. So, but either way, I wouldn't mad. One of the 3 people from Claire Obscure is going to win this one. Innovation in accessibility. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Advil, Doom Dark Ages, EA Sports, FC 26, South of Midnight. I know Doom did a lot with accessibility. I didn't get to play South of Midnight. I do want to play South of Midnight. I could care less about any soccer game or even any sports game. I don't know why they have anything. They should never be on any of this game besides sports category. So I voted for Doom. Although I only played like an hour of it, unfortunately. Games for Impact. It's a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. That looks cool. South of Midnight or Wander Stop. Literally, South of Midnight is the only one I know anything about. That's one I voted for. Best ongoing game. And honestly, out of all these, which is Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky, I think Fortnite should always win, unfortunately, as much as I hate the game. But the shit that they put into their game, the love that they put into their game, with the amount of just awesome ass like concerts, events, and stuff, it should always win ongoing game. However, I think this year is pretty good. Final Fantasy XIV hasn't done a lot. Helldivers 2, they're still doing updates. It's still awesome. It's unfortunate that we fell off of that. But it was fun for the time that we played it. Marvel Rivals is still updating the shit out of the game. I think it's fallen off.
Ass.
Well, it's just because we don't like that style of game. I mean, I've never cared for Overwatch either, but my boy Gambit's coming. I think he's in there now. He looks okay. I'm kind of unfortunate. So, and then No Man's Sky. It literally was one of the most disappointing games when it first came out because someone beat it in like 5 seconds. However, from what I've heard, it has turned into an amazing game now of what you can do and the amount of content. So I voted for No Man's Sky. Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Because I've only played Helldivers 2, that's the one I voted for, because that's what kind of revived it in a sense and put it back on the map, even though the company, Sony, kind of almost screwed them over for what they were doing. But I think Helldivers 2. Best independent game. This one's stupid, but basically means for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Got Absolem, Ball, X-Pit, Blueprints, Clear Obscure, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight. The first three, it's unfortunate because I think they're good games. The next three games are in a different category alone. So, obviously, I voted for Clear Obscure. Best indie game. This is a stupid category, at least for who's in it. Best debut game created by an independent or independent studio. Blueprint, Clear Obscure, Desplote, and Dispatch. I absolutely would vote for Clear Obscure. However, I don't alone in this game or in this category, so I voted for Dispatch, mainly because it looks awesome. I love Telltale's Walking Dead, and this is what Dispatch is. It's also got Aaron Paul in it from Breaking Bad, so that's dope. Best mobile game, I would never play a game on my phone besides like Words with Friends or Solitaire or maybe freaking Candy Crush. I would never play an actual game. Like I've never tried Warzone on my phone. I've never tried. I don't know if Fortnite does it. I would just never play a game on my phone like this. That I have a PC. I have a console for a reason.
Farmville or nothing, motherfuckers.
So stupid. But I voted for Destiny Rising because I'm not going to vote for any of the other ones. Best VR games. No one cares because no one plays VR games.
I picked the very last.
Yeah, because it looks cool as shit. And if you've
cool.
watched any of it, it's like fully them using it's claymation and like they had to handcraft everything. So that to me looks awesome. So I voted for the Midnight Walk.
Do you have a VR?
Hell no. Why would I ever? I've played.
Oh, what? Yeah, I got one. I ain't never used it. Still the case.
Is it the Meta one?
Yeah, MetaQuest 2.
Yeah. It was cool for like the first 5 minutes, but after you realize, unless you have an environment and time to play those games, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, like you would be knocking your kids out because they would obviously run in front of you and you would them or fall on them or something.
I'll punch a baby.
I played. They had like a some of the freer games on there. It was a roller coaster, and that shit will make you sick if you don't like roller coasters.
I mean, I like roller coasters, but Slinky the dog flip.
Yeah, best action game. Battlefield 6. Unfortunately I didn't get to ride Slinky, so I'm still unfortunate.
How do these? Okay, so the only question I ask is, Battlefield 6 should not be put in.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's been out for 3 weeks, a month maybe. So I'd say a game within a month isn't considered into any of these categories.
Yeah, that's some of the controversy. Like they don't define when their cutoff is, because if you look at it, and we'll get whenever we get to it for the game of the year, Arc Raiders is not in there, and
yeah,
Arc Raiders
easily should be in the game of the year content. Like it should be.
it should have at least been nominated because of the success it's having. I think some people were turned off by it because apparently they used AI in it to for some of the voices. So not a lot of people were fans of AI, and to an extent, I'm not. But at the same time, if it makes the
I
game,
don't give a damn about voice.
well, voice acting is different because those are talented people. But if you can use AI to make the game, say, quicker, then I think it should be used. Because if you're gonna have developers that are lazy as shit and don't want to do it, that's a talent to an extent, but I think it can be replaced better than an AI voice that has no depth, no meaning, or anything like that.
Save costs.
So, best action game, I don't know why Battlefield 6 is on here. Doom, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi. I voted for Hades 2 just because it looks cool shit. Best action adventure, got GOTY, Death Stranding 2, Silk Song, Indiana Jones, and Split Fiction. Split Fiction is okay. It's combat. It's not. It needs a little bit more work. However, I understand what they do in it. Indiana Jones, I I don't need to voice that. Silk Song looks awesome. If it does more than what Hollow Knight did, it's gonna win. Best RPG: Out, Clair Obscur, Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Outer Worlds 2. Monster Hunter Wilds does not belong in this category because it's not an RPG. You can't even group up together because they make a shit system. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I've heard, is pretty good when it comes to RPG. Avowed, I tried, don't love it, didn't gave up on it. Absolutely gave up on it. Outer Worlds 2, I think it's doing good, but it's clear obscure. Best fighting game, I could care less about fighting games these days. I gave it a 2XKO. That's a dumbass name. Please change it. Best family game. It's a pretty cool category.
I like family.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing, Crossworlds, and Split Fiction. I don't think Split Fiction is a family game. It's more of a play with your partner type deal.
Yeah, spouse. Yeah, that's family's really.
I mean, yes,
But
obviously,
I wouldn't consider it I wouldn't consider in that family. I wouldn't consider in that category either. But I'm just saying.
yeah. Well, like Mario Kart World, I guess most people that own Switches and stuff is, Nintendo is really about family and playing together. So,
But not affordable. Anyways, good.
100%. 100% agree. I put Donkey Kong Bonanza, but at the same time, I don't think it's co-op, so I don't know why it's also in this category. Uh, I would think maybe one of the Legos might win this one. Best Sim Strategy: Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3. I'm sure it's the exact same as the first two.
It literally came out. That game. That's another thing. It came out 2 weeks ago. It ain't been out long. I've been watching people play it. It's actually decent. It's a little bit better than the other one.
Yeah.
They did a lot of changes to it. Like that.
Shouldn't take you 3 games to get better there. Civ 7, Tempest Rising, The Altars, and 2 Point Museum. I did Final Fantasy because I played it. It's amazing. Best sports game, literally no one cares, but since I had to vote, I voted for Sonic Racing because I prefer that over Mario Kart. Best multiplayer. So Arc Raiders did get nominated for this one. So at least it did that. Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Ring, Peak, and Split Fiction. I think Arc Raiders, just because of how popular it is right now, is going to win this one. But for what I played, because I've only played 2 of these, like Night Rain was fun, but I don't think it's what it should be. So I did Split Fiction. Best adaptation. Minecraft movie. I don't even. Minecraft does not have a story. I don't know why this movie exists. No one can tell me this is a good movie, and the only reason it grossed
Hey,
over $1
every
billion.
fucking kid in America loved it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause they're all
The
dumb.
kids loved it.
They're all dumb.
Oh,
They're all dumb. Chicken Jockey is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. It might be dumber than 6'7". Um,
hey, bro.
Devil May.
Wendy's is doing 6-7. You get
I saw that.
67% frosty, so I'm not hating on it. Okay, I love good frosty.
Devil May Cry. I haven't watched the series,
It
but
was amazing. It was amazing.
I'm sure it
Like
is.
anime. It is fantastic. It is a
Um,
very, very good anime. Season 2 comes out. Damn, I know it. I just saw it.
I am still waiting for freaking Yu Yu Hakusho live action season 2, and I don't think it's going to get renewed. It's very unfortunate.
Is it good?
The first season, I mean, it's okay. It's it's literally the first. It's right up and before the dark, or he starts training for the dark tournament. So it's a little bit weird, but it'll never beat the original. Splinter Cell, Last of Us season 2, and Until Dawn. Since I've only watched Last of Us, I voted for season 2. I know there's a lot of controversy for what happens and whatnot. No, I'm not gonna. I've heard it was the worst movie ever made.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. It was interesting. I mean, it's different than anything I've ever seen. Let's go with that. I watched. I thought it was pretty cool. The concept was phenomenal. Could have done better. It was honestly, I think, the worst version of Cabin in the Woods. You ever seen it?
Cabin in the Woods is stupid. Burn the cabin.
It actually could have been great. Second, but never did. The concept was phenomenal.
Right.
What?
It's Cabin in the Woods. Don't go there. The movie doesn't happen.
That's honestly not what the movie's about, dickhead. Did you ever watch it?
Yes, the people are controlling what's happening in the woods in the cabin.
Because they had to please God.
Yeah, it's
There's like apparently there's a god, like a destroying God that they had to please every year. So
yeah. Well, the movie doesn't happen if they don't go to the cabin.
and then the world dies.
Now, that could be the story. Just the 5 seconds.
Which ends up dying anyways. So they don't offer.
So it's stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They should have continued off of it.
Cabin in the cabin. People are still coming to the cabin. Most anticipated game. This shouldn't even be a category because we know what everyone's going to vote with. Stupid ass Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful, but you can't keep delaying this game. You last created this GTA 5 came out when Obama was the president, guys.
My president is black. My Lambos are blue, and I be goddamn
like, just I don't know. I voted for Wolverine, but obviously I know it's not going. Content creator of the year, none of these besides the burnt peanut I watched. Right. He's hilarious.
I was watching one this morning, but talking about getting up a day, and Ninja talked him out of it. Apparently, need to watch it. It's a good. Gold.
What they did in Arc Raiders was awesome. Best esports. I don't watch a lot of them. Even like I watch a little WoW, but they're pretty boring. Counter-Strike 2 is hella boring to me to watch. Dota 2 is okay.
No, I watched Rocket League, and I'm surprised that's not on there.
I don't think it's on the same level as these, honestly. Like, League is so big. Dota 2 is like original one. So in CS, nothing will ever reach the hype of CS. Valorant's okay. So I voted for League just because that's the only one I really have ever played.
I've watched it. Well, I've watched it. I ain't never played it.
It's so complicated now with the amount of champions that there are. Best esports athlete. I don't know any of these, but I voted for the guy for League just because I don't know reason. Best esports team. Don't care. I voted for the League team again.
NRG, bro, the only team to ever vote for. They're 38 Rocket League. That's what I vote for.
And then the last category, Game of the Year. Might be one of the most stacked Game of the Years I've ever seen. Obviously, I've only been voting on this for the last couple years, but still, with the amount of quality games that are on this list, because I think all of them are above. Well, I don't think Death Stranding and I don't think Kingdom Come are above 90 on Metacritic, but they're like 88 or 89. The other three, the other four, I think are all above 90s. So you got Clear Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. A lot of people love Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because it was one of the bigger hits that came out at the beginning of the year with its RPG and shit. They basically shadow dropped Silk Song after waiting years for the sequel. Then, in the same month, they dropped Hades 2.0, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think it's first Donkey Kong game in a while that's been like super good. And then Death Stranding 2 is basically a better version of the first one. It's weird shit still. But 100% it's Clear Obscure. For what it's done, how much it's probably not sold as much as like Death Stranding, but just it's reinventing RPGs and what they were inspired from, how they came to the voice cast that they have in it, the music that they have, the combat, the story. It's absolutely amazing. So, Clear Obscure, Game of the Year, be there. Go vote. I will put it in the video description if you want to go vote at the Game of the Awards. If you want to watch the Game Awards, it is December 11th at 7:30 Eastern. Go watch it. It's going to be awesome. They better show a trailer of Final Fantasy VII Part 3 or Kingdom Hearts 4 or I'm rioting. Neither one of those is going to happen. So,
they're going to release Grand Theft Auto 6, I think.
If they shadow drop GTA 6, bro, the internet would literally break. But yeah.
Yeah.
That is all.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, we're still not going to see GTA 6 like online for at least a year or two. So, do you have anything else you want to comment?
I mean, no. No.
All right. Go out there and play games. It's a cool year. It's a great year for video games. If you have time to play any of them, play the better ones. And yeah, if you can afford it. Luckily, Game Pass, you can play Clear Obscure, you can play Hollow Knight. I mean,
you honestly play about any of the games that are in, I guess, in judgment right now. Like
yeah.
all of them on Game Pass, which is weird.
I mean, it's smart, but you know, I'm not sure.
On Game Pass.
Well, not Donkey Kong, but I'm not sure a lot of people are going to spend $500 just to play Game of the Year. So, yeah.
$500
to buy a Switch 2 and then the game.
Hey, Switch 2 is a little out. Hey, it's on Black Friday, so apparently.
Oh, for what, $450?
Hey, probably. $50 makes a difference.
Okay. In taxes, maybe. So, but yeah. Thank you for listening. If you are listening, if anyone ever listens, we're here for comedy, not good stuff. Well, I don't know if we'll have an episode next week. We may. I'll get this one out as quickly as I can. If we don't, have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Eat some turkey if you're into that. I'm not sure if eat some meat. And remember, you can continue to believe us if you do not. Have a great night.